Healthier Steps, a healthy blog that shares amazing vegan recipes and also health topics. That is my passion. And guys, today I have for you another amazing recipe. It's turned cornmeal because it's part of Black History Month. So as we continue to celebrate all the amazing things about Black History Month, one of our contribution is Jamaican turned cornmeal, and it originates from Africa, where they have similar recipes over there like fufu and ugali. So it's the same idea and concept. And so welcome to our live. If you're seeing our live, one of our lives for the first time, and you have not yet subscribed to our channel, please do so. Be sure to hit on the notification bell so that you can be notified on all our latest recipes. So come on in, welcome to our live. And while everyone is coming on, we're just gonna do our little final touch in setting up. So welcome, just give us a few minutes and relax and enjoy. Get your favorite water, preferably, or a beverage, and come and let us share together, all the things that we like about healthy food, healthy living, and these amazing recipes. Let us know where you're from in the comment below, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back. Oh, I left my fan. Let me go get my fan. Welcome again to our live, and let us know where you're from. Thank you for joining us today. It's Thursday, and it's lovely sunny day in Florida. It's hot here in Florida. So today I'm going to make an easy recipe. It's my version of Jamaica turned cornmeal. Growing up in Jamaica, when we prepare this dish, we traditionally prepared it with sawfish. However, I'm going to use gungo peas or gandules or pigeon peas, wherever you're from. So Before I start, I'm gonna go chop up my onions and so on. So I'm gonna go wash my hands. So I'll be back.
Randine says hello.
Hi, Randy. Welcome. Welcome. Thank you for joining. So happy you're here. Just washing my hands. Let me take a paper towel over here. So let's get started. So I'm making ton cornmeal, we'd say in Jamaica, or turn cornmeal, because you're literally going to do is you're turning the cornmeal, literally. And I'm gonna share with you some of the ingredients that I'll be using. Because I wanted organic cornmeal, I'm using masa harina. This is used a lot in Hispanic cooking and for making tortillas and so on. I find that even though it's a medium grain, corn, I find it makes good turned cornmeal. You just have to cook it a little longer because it's not super fine. However, I just want to make sure I'm having certified organic corn, which is rare to find because most of the corn out there is genetically modified. And I don't know, I don't know all about what that is going on there. I'm not sure. I don't trust it. So this is non-GMO. And so this is a good one. And it's yellow, the yellow corn. And in Jamaica, we use the fine yellow corn. So that's one of my ingredients. I'm using coconut milk. I'm using organic coconut milk. This is my gungo peas. This is supposed to be the green one, but really this is more the brown gungo peas. You can have green or brown, whatever you like. Here we can find them. Like I grow it. You can have the frozen ones, and they also come in the cans. So it's up to you, just boil. So you're gonna pre-boil. So you're gonna make sure you soak it, whether overnight, at least 8 hours, or you could just do a quick boil and then let it soak for probably about a couple hours. Then you cook, and once you cook, or you could put it in a crock pot or an instant pot and cook it, drain it, set it aside. I'm also using thyme. I have dried here. You could do fresh or dried onions, scallion, garlic, the water, a bunch of seasonings I'm gonna add to it for just extra boost of flavor. And also I didn't have any Scotch bonnet pepper. They're in the freezer, but I don't have any fresh. And so basically I'm putting all the ingredients in here, bringing everything to a boil, and then we're just gonna cook down the cornmeal. So it's an easy recipe, similar to grits. That I would say the American version would be grits. However, this is savory. I'm doing a savory version and not necessarily sweet. This is the savory type. Let me know where you're from. Comment below. If you've had turned cornmeal, let me know. Have you had the traditional or a plant-based version? Let me know. Comment below. And thank you for joining us. We're so happy you're here. And let's get started. So to start, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut up my onions. So just cutting them up. And you're just going to chop them up. Doing them small. Let me know where you're from. Thank you for joining the live. And welcome to our live. Thank you for joining us. So I'm just chopping up. That's it. Take out this. I can go ahead and put my thyme in the... I'm just basically adding everything. And I'm not even gonna saute, which you can if you wanted to like saute your onions first. I'm not even gonna saute. I'm just adding That's it. Let's go ahead and add. I'm doing them small. There it is. Just gonna basically add everything to the pot. A one pot dish. Oh. Okay. One is enough. I mean, half of a large because my onions are really huge. So next I'm adding my garlic. And you can add more garlic for flavor. If you want a lot more flavor, you can add more garlic. I'm adding 2 cloves of garlic. And like I said, you can add way more. So let me know what the weather is like where you are. Because I know it's this time of the year, there's a lot of storms going on here in the United States. A lot of people, it's so sad, you know, the snow, a lot of snow. And but down here in Florida, we had a little cold spell, but it's now getting warmer again. We're going to go up to upper 70s, 80s, just perfect weather. Not too hot. It's kind of windy as well. It's kind of windy. So it's nice, cool breeze, even though it's hot. So I've added my scallion or green onion, garlic, onion, and thyme. And I'm gonna go ahead and add my gungo peas or pigeon peas. I'm adding coconut milk. And I'm gonna add some water. Okay. We're gonna bring this to a boil. All right. And next, I'm gonna add some seasonings to it. I'm gonna add some onion powder to add more boost the flavor. Here you could probably add bouillon cube as well to give it more flavor. I'm adding lots of herbs, Italian seasoning, since it's a combination of herbs. And I'm adding some garlic powder. Garlic powder for more flavor. And I have right here some allspice, organic allspice. Just add a little bit of allspice for that nice Jamaican flavor. Okay. And I'm just gonna give it a stir. And I wanna go ahead now and add my salt, because by the time I turn it. So I'm gonna go ahead and add salt. And it's up to you how much salt you add. You can season to taste. And literally what I do is I just stir it. And you want for the liquid to be flavorful. So might need a little bit. And you want to make sure when you taste the liquid, it's full of flavor. It needs to be taste just right. Even a little bit more, I would say a little salty, because you're gonna add the cornmeal. So you don't want the cornmeal to end up tasting bland after that you did not put enough salt. So I like to just make sure this is tasting really, really seasoned and flavorful. So I might add a little bit more. And then we're gonna just bring that to a boil. And let it come to a boil. That's it. I'm gonna cover it and let it come to a boil. And while we're waiting, yes, just checking, making sure it's good for the induction oven. So while we're waiting, the last time I told you all that I've been doing, I'm just catching up with you. I started the exercise program with my friend Marlene from Something Better, and it's been going great. This morning, I got up at 4:45 a.m. and the class starts at 5 a.m. So um, I just need to still readjust my time schedule and start going to bed even earlier. So that's something that I'm currently working on, trying to reschedule and so that I can be in bed on time so I can continue with the workout program. You ladies out there that are watching, I'm personally inviting you to join us on this exercise program. It's on Zoom, it's in the comfort of your home. The classes are, and I'll leave a link down in the description below so that you can come on and join us. It's just amazing getting up early before you start your day, because for me personally, I've had it where I'll start off an exercise program, and if I don't exercise first thing in the morning, forget it. I get distracted all day, and there are always some excuses that may come along, and that will be like, oh, I'll do it later. Oh, I'll do it in the evening. And then in the evening comes, something else comes up, and I'm like, forget it. I'll do it tomorrow. And then tomorrow is the same thing. So I like the fact that it's first thing in the morning and we're getting up, exercising, and the ladies are amazing. We talk a little after, share goals for the day, like we're all eating 2 meals a day the most, and there's a window where we eat, so we're doing a modified version of intermittent fasting, I would say, because we're eating within a window, and we're eating certain times. That means we're eating certain times of the day. Marlene highly recommends that we eat from breakfast time, and then by 4 p.m., that's our last meal for the day. And but for me, I've modified that somewhat because here I have my smoothie around between 11 and 11:30 in the morning. That's my first meal. In the morning, I'm so busy, very busy, just work, getting organized for the day, getting everyone, organized, what to do, how to go about the day. So I'm usually just so busy in the morning, I don't even think about it. But even so, for me, breakfast is 11:30. I know some people breakfast is 7, 8. My breakfast is 11:30, and then my second meal. Then the days like we'll work. Jean will be here at 11. We do our smoothie, and that's usually a recipe for the website anyway. And then we'll cook and do new recipes. So today we did 3 new recipes, 2 from the continent and the smoothie, and then now this one is from Jamaica. Well, this is not new. It's on my website already, but I decided I wanted to share with you how to make it. And we did 2 amazing dishes from Kenya that tasted phenomenal. Simple dishes. So stay tuned, keep checking the website every day for new recipes that we'll be sharing. And so it's usually a little bit after 4, or that's when I'll eat for between 4 and 6. That's my cutoff time. And so I'm used to that anyway. So that's not the challenge that I'm having. And I'm very busy in the daytime, but I used to put aside a time for walking. However, once it got to where it was cold, here in Florida, I was like, forget it. I'll start again in the spring. And then I focused on doing recipes for the holidays, and everything just went the opposite direction. But I'm excited because I feel on track again. I'm excited, and I want for you to guys to join me and on this journey to better health. Um, so just join me. So the liquid is boiling, and next we're going to add our cornmeal. I'm adding about 2 cups. So I'm gonna add about 2 cups of cornmeal. Um, at home I don't measure, but I'm gonna go ahead and measure right here. So it's about 2 cups, and just gonna sprinkle it while I mix. Sprinkle it while I mix fast. I have a whisk that you can use, so you could use a whisk to start off, even though some of the peas are gonna get stuck in it, but it'll give you a smoother finish, so it's not as lumpy. So see, the whisk is actually better, but I'm gonna just go fast. That's 1 cup. Oh, it smells so good in here, guys. It smells so good. Oh, wow. And the seasoning, everything is there. The corn is getting all that good flavor. I'm going to go ahead and add another cup. And then I'm going to add probably some extra water. So, nice. Nice. And another way you can do it is go through your hands, so like that. So it's sprinkling, you're sifting it more. And look at that. So there it is, it's coming now. And I'm gonna add a little bit more liquid. It's gonna get a little messy over there. I'm gonna add some more liquid because we want for it to cook. Thank you, Jean. Oh, no, Jean. It's a good thing you clean that thing. All right, so we're gonna just basically just turning it. That's it. And mixing it. Looking good, looking good. Looking good. All this need is now a little spicy pepper. And just churning it, and pretty much we're gonna just mix it until it's smoother, and then I'm gonna cover it, turn it down on low, and let it cook. It's smelling good in here. It smells really good. Really good. Wow. Yep. Wow. My hands are tired. This is like a workout. It's getting stiff, so it's like really a good workout now. Nice. Smells so good. So leave comments below, guys. Leave your comment below. Let me know if you've ever had turned cornmeal before. No comments? Anyone?
Also said a while ago, wonderful information. I have to put it into practice myself. Blessings from Lord Jesus.
Who is that? Who said that? Alfonso?
Alfonso.
Oh, Alfonso, welcome. Welcome to the live. Alfonso is one of our readers from Rwanda. And you're still up. It's late. What time is it now? It's 3 maybe. Oh, it's not that bad. It's about 8 o'clock in Rwanda. Welcome, welcome to our live. I like the way this is looking. I love the look of this. It looks so good. Look at the texture. It's getting smooth. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to let it cook on low. You want it cook on the low setting.
Barbara Davis is Turned cornmeal is an old favorite.
Oh, nice, Barbara. Blessings to you. Oh, Barbara, thanks for joining. So I'm just gonna cover it and let it cook, and then I'm gonna share with you what I've been back. I need to clean up some of this stuff.
Randine says, have it. She has it all the time. Definitely
Really?
love to try this one. Looks really good.
Yes, try it, Randy, with the gungo peas. So good. The gungo peas, your coconut milk, scallion, thyme, and drop a scotch bonnet pepper in it. Woo! And then season it up. You put your seasoning in it and some salt, and you're good to go. And some people even put pumpkin in it, cubes of pumpkin. So it's good. It's you gotta try. You gotta try.
Dr. Ebenezer says it's 9:31 p.m. in Nigeria.
Nigeria 9:31. Wow. So he's in bed watching. Thank you. Thank you, Doc, for joining us. Happy you're here. Welcome to our live. Thank you. Okay. Let me switch around. I'm gonna switch. Alrighty. Let's see. Thank you. Maybe I'm gonna use this cutting board since this has all that savory stuff. I'll switch them down too. Huh? You got it? Be careful. Alrighty. Okay, so I'm gonna share with you while that's cooking, and I'll turn it occasionally. Let me do it. I'll give it a little turn because you have to keep turning it, you know. Let me give it a little turn. All right, looking good. Nice, nice. So while it's cooking, I'm going to share with you what I'm also, if I don't have smoothie, this is what, like the smoothie, you know, for some people, depending if you're making smoothie, like it just goes right through them. It's not enough to keep them. So I'm going to share with you another, it's on my website, another recipe that is great if you're on a weight loss journey and you want to feel full for longer. I'm using chia seed. I'm making a chia pudding. It's high in flavor. You like it? Gene likes it. It tastes a bit of the turned caramel. He's happy, so he likes it. He's smiling. So what I like to eat for breakfast is chia pudding as well, if I'm not doing a smoothie. So far smoothie's been doing well though. But say for instance that I'm like, no, the smoothie's not gonna keep me. A chia pudding would be a nice meal to have that's gonna keep you long, you know, for long, because the chia seeds, these little protein powerhouse seeds, they are great. They swell up and they get mucilaginous, and then that swelling is just so good to keep the body feeling full for longer. And then when it goes through your colon, it literally is like it's sweeping everything. It's detoxifying the body. And the main thing though, if you have any hunger pangs, it will keep it at bay. You know, it just make you feel good for long. So what I do is I add you can add about 2 or 3 tablespoons of the chia seeds. All right, and you're gonna add some milk, whatever milk is your favorite milk. You can even do unsweetened if you want to reduce the amount of calories that you're gonna take in. And usually the best way to do this is literally do it overnight. What you do is put the chia seeds in the milk, whether it's almond milk, soy milk, coconut milk, it's up to you. And you leave it overnight. So you'd put it in a ball jar, one of those jars, mason jars, and you would leave it overnight. And it's going to swell and get thick like a porridge. Literally looks like, say, oatmeal porridge, because it gets really, really thick. It's not gonna get thick right now, but I'll put it down. Check on this in a minute. But it's gonna get really, really thick. And then what you do you're just gonna go ahead and after and add your favorite fruits to it. So you could add dry fruits, you could add like raisins, cranberries, dried cherries, whatever dried fruits that you want to. Goji berries would be great too. Adding goji berries are phenomenal. They're a powerhouse of antioxidants. So you could add fruits. You could add puree fruits. And this recipe is on my website. And I literally, what I did was I took a banana, mango, because those are like my favorite. I like the tropical fruits more. And I just peel them, put them in a blender, chop them up, put them in your ice speed blender, blend them into a puree, and then just swirl it in your chia pudding. And you can sweeten. You can do stevia, or you can do maple syrup. I have here, but stevia could work for some people. Dates, could do dried dates or date puree or date syrup. It's up to you. You could just chop up some dates and have that, but it really will thicken and it really will just make you feel full for longer. I'm going to stir again. Stir. It's good. Stirring. And you're just stirring, and it's just amazing, because even today I made some ugali as well, because I was doing a recipe to go with it, and same method. It's just the same method. Fufu is the same method. I'm gonna be sharing with you my fufu recipe, and it's basically, I can even tell you what I do. You're basically getting green plantain, so anybody can make it. You get a green plantain, you get one cassava, you peel them, cut them up into little cubes, and then you blend them with a little bit of water until it's really processed, fine, pureed, almost liquidy. But you don't want it too liquidy. You know, not too much liquid, just thick, almost like a pancake batter. Thanks. And you just basically then you take that pureed mixture, put them just in the pot like this, and you just boil and stir the same way. I'm telling you, it's just amazing. As we look at Black history, so many things in our culture in Jamaica came straight from Africa, passed down through the ancestors or great grandmother used to prepare. And as we prepare these dishes, it's the same way they used to prepare them, these dishes, same delicious dishes. And we enjoy turned cornmeal in Jamaica, and it's just amazing to know that the roots is from the motherland. And I'm so appreciative of all these tasty dishes. So that's it. That's it. It's getting thick, but I'm telling you, like the bottom is getting thick. You can see it's getting thick, but it gets even thicker as it sits longer. And the beauty about it is it's just good for the body. It's high in protein. It's anti-inflammatory. It's good on the gut. You just have to make sure when you're eating anything like chia pudding or flaxseed or psyllium husk, all of those that after they go in water, they get swollen. Any of this kind of meal or anything that you're eating like this, you need to make sure you're drinking enough water. You've got to be drinking plenty of water after, or else, it can cause constipation. So I'm just gonna let you know that, remind you to do that. But literally, this would swell up 2-3 times or more than the original. And then adding the fruits to it, then you're good to go. You're good to go. So it's cooking nicely. Give it a stir again. Wow, it's cooking so well that the water is forming at the bottom. Okay, but you want to make sure it's properly cooked. So I like to cook it for about 20 minutes to make sure, because remember, I'm not using the fine regular cornmeal. I'm using the organic cornmeal that's medium grain. It's not as fine, so you want to make sure it's cooked properly. So it takes a little longer than, say, traditional cornmeal. And make sure you're using a good non-stick pot too that can handle this, that it doesn't stick too much at the bottom and burn. But you know what? I'm gonna try it. Even though I don't think it's completely ready, but I'm gonna give it a try. At least I can gauge. It's ready actually. It's ready. It's good. Where's my bowl? It's actually ready. Tastes good. So we'll take off a little bit. There. And I know traditionally too, like back in Africa, they would smooth it into a ball and eat this. Like, this is so good by itself, but in, say, in Africa, it would be eaten with a stew, a savory stew, that's saucy, and then you'll eat it together with the turned cornmeal. So, very, very flavorful. Lots of flavor in this dish. It's hearty. It sticks to your bone. Very, very flavor. You got to try this. You've got to try my version. I'm telling you, try this version. You don't even need to waste your money buying meat. No saltfish. You don't need it. The saltfish are going to give you high blood pressure. Just go ahead and eat it this way with the beans. Lots of fiber. Lots of protein in this dish. It's actually a complete meal. You only need probably, you have the green onion in it. It's a complete dish right here. You have coconut milk. You have all that good fatty acids. It tastes good. It tastes really, really good. The thyme, in Jamaica, once we do that combination of thyme, scallion, your garlic, onion, and some coconut milk, and some allspice or pimento, and the only thing that's missing from this dish is a scotch bonnet pepper. You can't go wrong. The flavor, guys, just imagine those flavors in a cornmeal, and the flavor of the gungo peas. Just imagine how flavorful this is. What time is it? I think it's not. Is it?
Ben's there. Wish you could have some.
Oh, bless your heart. I'll send some to you. You get it? Bless your heart. So good. You've got to try it. Let me tell you something. You're gonna lick the finger, you lick your bowl, the bowl, everything. This is so good. I'm not exaggerating. This don't need no stew. I retract. This is a meal by itself. No stew needed. Honestly, the flavor is popping in this. Let me turn off the stove before it burns. And anyway, guys, I hope you enjoy the live. We'll be back next Tuesday. Same place, same time. Have an amazing weekend with your loved ones. And go to healthiersteps.com. Check out the recipe for turned cornmeal on the page. I think on my website I served it with curry cabbage, but honestly, eating it now, you don't even need to make the curry cabbage. Any comments? Any comments? You don't even need to make it. It's just so good by itself. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do so. Hit on the notification bell below so that you can be notified on all our amazing recipes. If there's a dish that you'd want for me to share on Healthier Steps, I'll give you the credit. I'm open to make them. I'm making so many African dishes. Right now I'm doing a lot of Kenyan dish. And today a reader sent to me a dish from Rwanda. It's like greens with beans. It's similar to mitike. I think it's just similar to Kenyan dish. However, I don't know the name of the recipe. So if you have your favorite recipes that you'd like for me to put on Healthier Steps, I'll give you the credit. We'll make it here in Michelle's Test Kitchen. So Gina and I, we're going to work on it. I'm going to put it on the website and we'll give you credit. We're so excited for all the amazing recipes. And one thing I'm telling you guys, that the conclusion that we came today, the dishes in Africa are so healthy. I believe, you see how I go back and forth with my weight? I believe if I was living in Africa, I would have no problem. The weight would just come off. The dishes are so healthy. Today we made, I forgot the names, but today we made mashed potato with peas, and in it is green peas and corn and spinach, and it was the most delicious mashed potatoes and garlic and salt, and that was it. It didn't have any butter in it because it didn't need butter. So I didn't have to put my vegan butter. So that's one processed food that I would have to throw out the door. And but it tastes so creamy, so yummy. And I was like, wow, people on the continent eat so healthy. And I'm just imagining how fresh the dish is, because I end up using frozen corn. And I know on the continent it will be freshly grown corn that's cut off the cob from scratch, milky corn. The peas would be fresh, organic, the potato fresh, the spinach or whatever greens, and it was so delicious. I was like, wow. Can you remember the second dish that we made? Or actually it was the first one. Not the mashed potato. What's the other one we made? Do you remember?
With the greens and
Oh, it was the greens. It was like, oh yeah. And what else I put in it?
tomatoes.
Tomato. Oh, so simple. Just so simple. We do it similar in Jamaica, like when we're making kalaloo. So it's like collard greens with onion, garlic. No, we didn't even use garlic. You
We
did?
used-
You did? You put the garlic, tomato. What else? That was it. So
That was it.
no curry powder,
Curry powder and bouillon cube.
and a bouillon cube. It was so simple, so delicious, so flavorful. Didn't even need no meat. That's how good it was. Simple dishes, but so delicious. And I'm like, wow. So as this month, as we celebrate Black History Month, I am just so happy for all the delicious dishes and tradition of how we season food that are so flavorful, that came straight from the continent, and now we are enjoying them all over the diaspora and from generations. So thankful. So thankful to all my African brothers and sisters. I feel so connected because you all support Healthier Steps so much. I'm really, really appreciative of that. So blessings to you, and thank you for my friend who just brought this back from Ghana. Thank you so much. I'm enjoying it. It cools me down. Thank you so much. Blessings to you one and all, and see you on the next live. Bye.